AI Business Brief for July 19, 2026. Chinese startup Moonshot AI released Kimi K3, an open-source model competitive with GPT-5, 6 and Claude Fable 5, sparking Wall Street sell-offs and renewed debate over U.S. AI competitiveness. Cision launched an AI visibility dashboard to track how brands appear in ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude responses. Claude code now ships with Bun rewritten in Rust, making startup 10% faster on Linux. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief, 2026-07-19. Next section, lead story. Kimi K3 shifts the open-source AI race. Moonshot AI's new Kimi K3 model demonstrated frontier-level performance across benchmarks, with independent analyses from Arena AI and Val's AI showing it's competitive with GPT-5, 6 Sol, and Claude Fable 5. The release coincided with President Xi Jinping's speech at the World AI Conference in Shanghai and triggered a roughly 1% Nasdaq drop as investors sold off chip stocks like Nvidia. The announcement reignited debates about U.S. AI competitiveness and open-source models. Former AI czar David Sachs contrasted China's progress with U.S. politicians and bureaucrats banning new data centers, piling on state regulations, and pushing for new federal agencies to pre-approve frontier models. Meanwhile, OpenAI's Dean Ball suggested the probable outcome of an open-weight model-dominant world is full AI communism, where AI becomes state-provided digital infrastructure. For small businesses, this matters because the competitive pressure is accelerating AI capabilities across the board, driving down costs and increasing access to frontier-level models. If you're currently paying premium prices for API access, watch this space. The gap between open-source and proprietary models is narrowing faster than expected. Read more. Next section, tools and launches. Cision AI Visibility Dashboard. Cision launched an AI visibility dashboard on July 14 that tracks how your brand appears in AI-generated content from ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. The tool integrates into the existing Cision One platform and offers comprehensive monitoring across AI platforms, custom analytics for tracking visibility trends over time, sentiment analysis of AI-generated responses about your brand, and topic tracking to discover which prompts boost your brand's visibility. If you run a service business or rely on reputation management, this addresses a real blind spot. Consumers increasingly trust AI-generated answers when researching products and services. The dashboard consolidates data from traditional media monitoring, social listening, and media outreach into one view. The downside is the learning curve for teams not already versed in digital analytics, and having data without acting on it won't help. Request a demo at Cision's website. Bear 2. 9 Workspaces. Bear's note-taking app released version 2.9 with Workspaces, expanding its tag-based system into a more powerful organization tool without adding complexity. Bear remains one of the best apps for writing across Apple devices. If you use Bear for client notes, project documentation, or content drafts, the Workspaces update makes it easier to separate personal and business writing without switching apps. SQLite Query Explainer. Simon Willison built an interactive tool that runs SQLite queries in your browser and explains exactly how SQLite executes them. The tool annotates every line of both Explain Query Plan and low-level Explain bytecode output with plain English descriptions. If you're building software with SQLite databases, common in small business apps, this tool helps you understand query performance without reading technical documentation. Try it here. Next section, Business Playbook. AI-powered personalization in retail. By 2026, 67% of retailers plan to implement AI-driven personalization, tailoring recommendations and promotions to individual preferences. Practical applications include personalized email campaigns, targeted ads, AI chatbots providing real-time customer interactions, and task-specific AI agents for improving decision-making. Global AI spending is projected to exceed $2 trillion. If you run an e-commerce or service business, start small. Implement AI chatbots for customer service first, then move to personalized email campaigns based on purchase history. The goal is making each customer feel valued without hiring additional staff. Read more. IBM's budget shift reveals AI priorities. IBM shocked Wall Street with disappointing Q2 results, revealing customers are redirecting technology budgets toward cybersecurity, hardware, and AI tokens. This shift left less money for traditional software and consulting projects. The market immediately rewarded beneficiaries. CrowdStrike rallied 12% and Palo Alto Networks gained 7% on Tuesday. For small businesses, this signals where enterprise dollars are flowing. If you offer IT services or consulting, expect clients to prioritize cybersecurity and AI infrastructure over traditional software upgrades. Adjust your service offerings accordingly. Read more. Next section, Industry Moves. Claude Code ships Bun in Rust. Claude Code v2.1. 181, released June 17, now uses Bun rewritten in Rust instead of the original Zig implementation. Startup got 10% faster on Linux. According to Jared Sumner, barely anyone noticed. Boring is good. The change affects millions of Claude Code installations running across developer devices. If you're a developer using Claude Code, you're already benefiting from the performance boost. This is a reminder that infrastructure improvements often happen invisibly, improving your tools without disrupting your workflow. Read more. Author Dave Eggers criticizes ChatGPT. Last year, Sam Altman invited author Dave Eggers to speak to 200 OpenAI staffers. Instead of offering writing productivity tips, Eggers criticized the company. The effect of ChatGPT on educators' lives is catastrophic. If students are using it to compose, which is the biggest tragedy of all, they'll never learn to write, and their voice is stolen from them. That's silencing an entire generation or two. The criticism highlights ongoing tension between AI tool builders and educators. If you run a tutoring service or educational business, this conflict creates opportunity. Position yourself as the alternative that teaches students to write and think rather than relying on AI-generated content. Read more. AI mania in enterprise decision-making. Consultant Nick Suresh reports widespread AI mania at large companies, including an executive who produced a $2 plus revenue organization's AI-centered technical strategy without ever using ChatGPT. One report describes engineers checking out a parallel copy of our Go repository and telling the AI to rewrite the whole thing in Zig while I work on something else just so I can keep my job due to token leaderboards. For small businesses, this corporate theater creates competitive advantage. While large companies chase AI metrics without substance, you can implement practical AI tools that actually save time and reduce costs. Focus on real ROI, return on investment, not vanity metrics. Read more. Next section, Quick Wins. Audit your brand's AI visibility right now. Open ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini and ask, what can you tell me about your company name? See what the AI says. If it's inaccurate or incomplete, the problem is your earned media and content strategy. Update your website's about page, publish case studies, and get mentioned in industry publications. AI models pull from publicly available content, so more authoritative mentions improve how you appear in AI-generated responses. Use AI for customer feedback analysis. If you collect customer satisfaction surveys, copy-paste the open-ended responses into Claude or ChatGPT and ask, categorize these responses into themes and identify the top 3 areas for improvement. This takes 30 seconds and replaces hours of manual analysis. Just don't put personally identifiable information into AI tools without customer consent. Next section, Outlook. The Kimi K3 release signals the gap between open source and proprietary AI models is narrowing faster than expected, which means pricing pressure on commercial API providers and more powerful free alternatives for small businesses. IBM's budget shift toward cybersecurity and AI infrastructure reflects broader enterprise priorities, creating opportunities for service providers who can help businesses secure AI implementations. Watch for more enterprise AI theater, token leaderboards, AI washing, alongside genuine productivity gains from companies that focus on practical implementation over metrics. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.